Proteins are fundamental for the structure and function of cells. They are biomolecules made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. There are hundreds of thousands of proteins in nature. But what are proteins and what are they for? Among biomolecules, proteins are the ones with the greatest functional diversity. Some of its functions in animals are metabolism, enzymatic proteins that speed up chemical reactions in cells. Structure, proteins that have a structural function such as keratin that makes up hair and nails, or collagen that gives strength to ligaments, tendons, and skin. Transport, proteins present in the plasma membrane that regulate what substances enter and leave cells. Defense, antibodies are proteins of our immune system that combine with external substances called antigens to prevent them to destroying cells and altering homeostasis. Regulation, some hormones are protein-invasive structures that influence cell behavior. Others serve as intercellular messengers that influence the metabolism of cells. An example is insulin, which is responsible for regulating glucose levels in the blood and in the cells. Movement, the contractile proteins actin and myosin allow certain parts of the cells to move and cause muscles to contract. This allows animals to move from one place to another. Proteins are composed of amino acids. In nature, there are 20 amino acids necessary to form proteins. Of these 20 amino acids, 10 are essential, which are not synthesized by humans and therefore must be consumed. The essential amino acids are valine, histidine, arginine, threonine, phenylalanine, leucine, tryptophan, methionine, isoleucine, and lysine. Non-essential amino acids are serine, proline, alanine, tyrosine, glutamine, asparagine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine. The number of amino acids and their sequential order is given by the genetic code and is responsible for the final structure of the protein, and its proper functioning depends on this formation. 4 structures are recognized in proteins, which are the following. The primary structure of a protein is the linear chain of amino acids. Any change in the order and composition of the amino acids in the chain alters its structure and consequently its function. The secondary structure occurs when the linear chain is folded in different ways. In this structure, 2 types are distinguished. The alpha helix occurs when the linear chain of amino acids wraps around itself due to the formation of hydrogen bonds between the amino acids, creating a helix. The beta-folded sheet is the type of secondary structure where the hydrogen bonds that form in the amino acid chain favor it to fold on itself and take on a folded sheet appearance. Some examples of secondary structure are keratin and silk. The first is part of the hair and the second is the spider webs. The tertiary structure is the 3-dimensional configuration of the protein in which the amino acid sequences and the secondary structures of the alpha helix and the beta-folded sheet are joined by means of disulfide bridges. Quaternary structure occurs when 2 or more proteins with tertiary structure join together. The quaternary structure depends on the tertiary and this, in turn, on the secondary, which in turn depends on the primary and this on the genetic code. Any change in the sequence of the primary structure can modify the function and shape of proteins. The function of a protein is directly associated with its 3-dimensional structure, so the correct folding of a protein is very important. Protein denaturation refers to the loss of secondary, tertiary, or quaternary structures. This causes proteins to lose their physico-chemical properties and with it, their biological function. An organism can die if too many proteins become denaturate, because it is no longer capable of carrying out the metabolic processes necessary for life. Factors that denature proteins include temperature, chemicals, and changes in pH. Subscribe to Patreon, where you can watch videos before anyone else, enjoy exclusive short films, and support the growth of the channel. Remember that it is thanks to you that we can do this. What are you waiting for? Subscribe now and be part of this great adventure. And if you like the video, don't forget to share it and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video and thanks for watching.